Just to let people know, it's an update on the case against West Midlands Police and Warwickshire Police. I took them to a criminal court and a civil court. At the criminal court, I was awarded £35,000 because of the incorrect ways and the way they did the jobs, which was performed illegally. Officer Stephen Haynes, PC Jarvis and PC Warwick. One of them was suspended for 2 months with further investigation. One of them was fired, and the other one was given a slap on the wrist and was allowed to still do the job, but under investigation by their own force. And then when I took it to civil court, I further won. It was around about £5,000 due to the way they handled themselves, the way they, believed technically that they were in the right even though they're in the wrong. Thank you for all the support as well people have given me. Like yourselves, you've allowed me to, by your support, I've obviously used my YouTube channel as evidence as well, from the videos, and with the support on some of the comments I've had. It is bad, I do get some bad comments, you do get some good comments, but with the help that I've received by the people that have supported me, all I can say is I'm really grateful. So the next step is I have got a further meeting with the Chief of Police to talk about how they want my advice on how they can actually start doing the jobs properly, from what had happened. Also, I had a bit of interest from the Sun, who have offered me a certain amount of money to be able to give them the story. But the main thing is you just got to realise that obviously the police are out there. There is, not all of them, but there is a lot of police that do the jobs properly. I'm not saying that, but there's a few that will take it into their own hands because they believe having a badge gives them more priority, more power over us. But yeah, I also had a further case as well, which I will be uploading a video soon, is where an officer pulled me over and was being really aggressive, and obviously trying to pin stuff on me which wasn't real, and at the same time I performed a Section 5 public order offence, which is common harm or distress to a member of the public, which then entailed, because I put that charge against him, which is a criminal offence, the officer at the side of him, which was a PC 5513, I think it was Smith, actually arrested the other officer and charged him with a public order offence. It didn't go any further really, it was literally just trying to appease me that, I'd actually caught him out on something and I used it against him. But yeah, a lot of people on there, on my channel, have been giving me numerous comments recently that were actually quite positive. People saying, well, you're standing up for your rights, you're doing what you're entitled to. People, not all the time, but don't actually realise that we have a lot of power and we have the same rights as what a police officer has. Because they have a badge, they do believe that they're better than all of us and we should just submit to it. And there's a lot of people that a few months ago which were actually stating that I was just wasting the time, I was a scumbag, blah blah blah. But what they don't actually realise is, yeah, fair enough, I have served for my country, I have always worked hard, I've never expected anyone to just give me handouts. And for somebody to literally say to me that doesn't know me that I'm a scumbag because because I've actually filmed the police and pulled them up on things where they were incorrect, doesn't really make me a scumbag. It makes me somebody that actually is quite clever. I've actually looked into it and realised that, the police have got away with it for so many times, and to be honest, if it was one of your kids or it was someone in your friends or family that was pulled over the police, I'm sure you'd want them to at least know some rights that they can use to protect themselves instead of giving into the corruption. which actually exists at the moment in the police force. We've seen it all on TV. But another big thing is, even though we as people go through life, just a lot of us accept things, like someone will tell us something, or the police or the government will say something and we actually believe it. But nowadays everyone's a lot smarter. There's numerous channels out there. I do support quite a few channels on YouTube to do with learning how to handle myself with the police, and it gets to the point where we as people just come submissive to the police forces and don't really want to go any further with stuff or we don't really want to argue or give people information because we're always worried about people throwing out nasty comments. And the good thing is we have, due to all the pressure and stuff, I'm not going to lie, I do suffer from a few mental health issues, and I really shouldn't be saying this, but I'd rather be honest with the people that are supporting me, and it doesn't help when you're getting harassed by the police numerously. I mean, I don't commit crimes, I don't go out and rob people, I work hard for my money, everything that I've got, I've earned myself. And for somebody who doesn't actually break the law, to be pulled up numerous times, to be harassed by the police, which I did get a protection from harassment order, which I've used against a few officers, which instantly shuts them up because they can't, they literally don't expect you to realise or even know that information. But yeah, all I would say is, if you ever get pulled over the police, don't be sarcastic with them, don't be aggressive to them, but know your rights. I mean, you can look online, you can go on, if you put online, put pays codes, and it'll tell you about the pays codes, how they can actually action them, or section 60s, which is where they get an inspector to confirm or authorise stop and search in an area, which that is illegal. But the police are all corrupt. It is a company, it's an organised company, and it actually also states the police actually don't have as much power as a McDonald's or a Burger King. They don't actually have any lawful obligation over us. The only way they can is if we allow them. Once they ask you for your name, just say the law doesn't require me to give that information, because once you give that information, I know some people are going to say it looks like you're trying to hide something, but our details are our personal details. They've got nothing to do with anyone else. So I mean, it's not like you don't go up to someone in the street and give them your date of birth, your name, because at the end of the day, data protection, how do you know that that officer isn't corrupt and isn't going to use your details for fraudulent activity? We don't know that. So by giving your name, your date of birth, where you live, I mean, if we were to go up to a police officer, someone in the public, or someone who works in a big massive organisation and ask them for all them details, the first thing they're going to tell us is we've got no chance of getting that information. But the police expect us to give that information because they're wearing a uniform, and they try using scare tactics to overthrow us and make us feel like we are criminals even though we're not. But yeah, you don't have to. I mean, even Judge Beam ruled that we don't have to give our information to the police. It's not illegal to swear to the police. And if, end of the day, a lot of people, which I'm probably going to get a few comments for this video, I do apologise for keep going. I'm just trying to get all the information possible out to what happened. So yeah, I mean, I myself put forward. I went to court. It all worked out. It doesn't always work out for people, but the fact is, it starts to show people that if the police do something illegal or try using illegal tactics and incorrect searches and making up information like going equipped, even though they'd already, I've already emptied out my pockets and stuff, which is, sometimes I do give them me details if they're a decent officer, because sometimes I just can't be bothered. But if an officer acts unprofessionally, if a police officer tries using tactics or tries making it sound like I'm a criminal, then yeah, I will actually go forward and I will actually say to him, well, no, I'm not giving you this, I'm not giving this, which makes me not want to cooperate with him. But I haven't got an out to hide, but I'm not going to give me information to someone that I don't know. I'm not going to give me date of birth, my name, my address. That's got nothing to do with the police officers. Unless if I was committing a crime, I'd give it them, because at the end of the day, I'm in the wrong. but I'm not going to give me information to someone when I'm not. So the main thing is here, thank you for all the support for people that have actually subscribed. Hopefully I can get some more subscribers. I want to try and hit the 1,000 mark on the subscriber side. And also I'll keep passing videos through. One of my mates is going through a court case at the moment with the police. I'm going to get some information from that. I'm going to get the video from him as well to show why he's got him. It was actually, the police actually assaulted him for no apparent reason, which was actually caught on footage by myself. So we'll actually be uploading that shortly as well. I'm uploading them. I do apologise for the stint where there wasn't many videos coming through after a while. Due to the court cases, my own health, running around ragged, and all that sort of stuff. I've got a collection of probably another 20-30 videos in total. I will be putting them on in sequence. And the other thing is, I wanted to apologise to people because everyone was sending, quite a few people sent comments through, can't you put the first 5 videos I put on? At the time I didn't realise I could turn my mobile data off or put airplane mode on so people couldn't actually ring me. I was getting phone calls which kept cutting the camera off, which I apologise for. But yeah, I will keep you all updated, and thank you for your support. Cheers.